Hey, beautiful ladies, it's Denise here. I have my coffee, so go and grab yours and come and sit with me for a few minutes. Today, I want to talk about that strange feeling when your life still looks like your life. Yep, looks like me, but you don't feel like it inside anymore. Something's off, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And it's a crazy place to be, isn't it? It's a funny place to be. It's crazy and it's funny all at the same time. But not the funny, hilarious, ha ha ha, jokey kind of funny. More funny as in, what on earth is going on here? Things are not gelling, they're not meshing. You know, from the outside, you still look exactly the same. Nothing has changed. Nothing looks dramatic. You're still doing all the things you've always done. You're still getting up, making the coffee, answering the messages, sorting the washing, which I know washing always has a life of its own. It seems to grow right before your eyes, reproduces. You're still standing in front of the fridge at 5 o'clock, hoping and praying, come on, cook me something. Tell me what to cook. You're functioning. You're getting on with your life. And everyone around you thinks, oh, you're fine, you're okay. And you know what? In some ways you are. But inside of you, there's this very quiet feeling of not being aligned anymore, a feeling of this just doesn't fit anymore. And boy, is that unsettling. And then you start thinking, what's wrong with me? Why don't I feel like myself anymore? Who am I? Why can't I get back to who I was? Why does everything feel different? When so much still looks the same. It just feels different. Everything looks the same. And this is what I want to say to you today, lovely lady. You have not lost yourself. You've outgrown the version of you who knew how to live that old life. You've outgrown her. She's no longer there. You know, it's like a child. You buy them a pair of shoes and they outgrow those shoes and you go buy them new shoes because they've grown. We don't try and squeeze their little feet into those small shoes that no longer fit. You've outgrown that life of who you were. And that's a very different thing. And boy, do I know that feeling. Because when Martin died, I just didn't lose him. I lost the life I knew myself to be. I lost the life of us. I lost the rhythm of us. I lost the future I thought we were going to have together. I also lost a version of me who belonged to that life. And I had to start all over again. All over again. Not in that pretty, quote, meme kind of way. Not in that new beginnings are beautiful. You know, with a sunset and a nice front. I mean the real kind of hard, starting again. The challenging, starting again. You know, that kind of where you're standing in your kitchen and you're in your kitchen, in your house, with your own coffee and you think, right, now what? What now? And I've had to start again more than once. Different seasons, different endings. Different moments where life made it very clear that the old version of me just could no longer carry on and could no longer carry me into my next chapter. At the time, I didn't have all the words for it. I was just coping. I was surviving. I was getting through. Things were moving, and I had to keep them moving. I had no option. I was doing what all of us women do so damn well. Holding it together when falling apart isn't exactly convenient. I can't fall apart now. I have to be strong. How many times have you done that in your life? How many times? And I want you to be really clear about this. Coping and surviving isn't wrong. It's your body's natural way of keeping you safe. It's not wrong. Coping got me through. It helped me get out of bed in the morning when I thought, ugh, do I really want to get out of bed today? Do I really need to face the world? Coping helped me do what had to be done. But, and I want you to hear this for yourself too, coping was never meant to be the whole plan. But we slip into that survival mode, that coping mode, because it's comfortable. But there comes a point when coping starts to feel far too small. Far too small. You know that feeling when you're still functioning and you're doing everything you should be doing and are doing everything you should be doing? But you're not absolutely not living from yourself. You're not living. You're still doing the things. And then you can feel yourself saying, and you hear yourself saying, nah, this isn't it. This definitely isn't it. And I truly believe from the bottom of my heart that that's the point where we have to stop trying to get the old version of ourselves back. Why? Why do we have to stop getting that old version of ourselves back? Because she's done her job. She's finished. That old version of you got you to where you are today, and thank her. She carried you through what you had to do to get through that major life change. But she was never meant to carry you forever. And that was the biggest realization for me. I kept trying to understand what had happened to me. Why? Why did it happen to me? He was so young and I'm so young. All that story. Try to understand it. And that's when my journey started. I started reading self-help books. I started reading spiritual books. I started reading the Bible again. I started reading everything I possibly could. I searched and I searched and I searched. I tried to find answers. I watched YouTube videos. I listened to podcasts. I joined Zoom calls. I joined groups. Still trying to find the answers. And the information helped. It really did. Of course it did. You know, sometimes one sentence can make you feel like someone has finally put words around what you couldn't explain. But here's the thing. Information alone didn't change everything for me. Information alone didn't make me whole. What it did was it helped me understand. It helped me intellectualize it, get it in my head. But understanding and becoming are not the same thing. Understanding comes from our brain, comes from our head, but becoming comes from our heart, and they are not the same thing. And that's where I see so many of my clients get stuck. They know a lot, they've read a lot, they've listened to the podcasts, they've bought the journal, and honestly, I have an amazing journal. I really do. I love it. There is something very convincing about a beautiful, fresh notebook. That smell, that this is new, and you push the page down before you write. Love it. So you buy it and you think, right, this journal is going to be the one that's going to sort out my life. Then 3 pages later, it's got a shopping list in it. Do you? I know that you can relate. Do you relate to that? And I know you can. Hey, there's no judgment. I have been there. But at some point, information has to become something that you live. Not just know, that you live. And that's where the real work is. And for me, that meant I had to stop trying to go back to the old Denise. I had to stop asking the same question over and over and over again. And that question was, how do I become who I was? And instead, I had to start asking, who do I need to become now? That one question changed everything. Because the old version of me wasn't wrong. She wasn't broken. She wasn't weak. She had simply done her job. It was finished. It was done. And now I needed to become the woman who could live the life that came next. So what is my next chapter? I needed to become that woman that could do that. That's why this conversation today matters. It really does. Because when your old life no longer fits, it doesn't mean that you're ungrateful for anything. It really doesn't. It doesn't mean that you're difficult. It doesn't mean that you're failing. It means something in you is telling you the truth. It doesn't fit anymore. And that's where becoming whole begins. It's exactly where becoming whole begins. It doesn't begin with a dramatic life overall. It really doesn't. Out with the old, in with the new. It doesn't start there. It doesn't start with throwing everything in the bin and moving to Italy with a linen wardrobe and a mysterious man called Marco. No. Although I must admit, some days that plan sounds really good. It begins honestly, it begins with this version of me no longer fits. The old way of coping no longer fits. The old way of saying, I'm fine, I'm okay, when I'm really not. How many times have you said that? I know that was my mantra for a very long time. And that no longer fits anymore. You don't want to be doing that. You think, ugh. The old way of carrying everyone else while quietly disappearing, that no longer fits. You're making yourself small so that to keep somebody else happy. That no longer fits. The old way of waiting for permission, waiting for somebody else to say, yep, you can do that. And you know what? You don't have to solve it all that day, whatever the problem is. Please don't turn this into another project. Us women are so good at that. Tick, done that, what's next? Tick, done that, what's next? We hear one thing and suddenly we've made a list. We've gone buy that notebook and decided we need to reinvent ourselves by the next day. Yeah? No. No. Just notice. Notice, where does the old version of you no longer fit? And that's enough for today. Just notice it. Because once you stop blaming yourself for feeling different, you can absolutely start listening to what that difference is trying to show you. Because life has a habit of showing you what needs to change. And this is what I want you to remember. Really remember. You have not lost yourself. You've simply outgrown the version of you who knew how to live the old life. Yeah? And now you're being invited to become the woman who can live, absolutely live this new life. Yeah. If this is landing somewhere for you, come and sit with me for a coffee chat. Give yourself 30 minutes, make a coffee, find a quiet spot, and let's talk about this properly. Not in a big flashy way, just honestly. Why the old version of you no longer fits. Why coping starts to feel way too small. And what it really takes to begin to become whole. The link is in this video. Come and join me when you're ready. And as for today, just hold on to this. You're not broken, you're becoming. I'll walk you through why the old version of you no longer fits, why coping starts to feel too small, and what it really takes to begin again, and begin again by becoming whole. Thank you so much for joining me today, and the link is in the description below.